What's going on, everyone? Just Gaz here, and as you may all know, Destiny 2's Warmind expansion dropped yesterday, and just like every other Destiny content creator, I was sat there on Twitch waiting for the update to go live and then proceed to stream it. So what are my first initial thoughts and feelings about this? Well, the story is very lackluster, but this is Destiny, and if you are really into Destiny, you don't really expect too much from the story. If anything, that Destiny 1's anything to go by, it's a bit meh, blasé, a bit random. I mean, Anna Bray comes in, which she was meant to be dead, but okay. So don't expect too much from the story. The story campaign is pretty short. I think I actually spent more time leveling from 26 to 28 to be able to continue the rest of the story. But that being said, the end boss to the story, no spoilers, even though you'll be watching this, so will be spoilers. But the end boss to the campaign is different. I don't know what I think of the end boss. It's very, very random, a lot different to what we're used to, it being a giant worm god. It's just different. It's just literally just keep shooting. It's just one big damage phase, but it's different. It was nice. I mean, they probably could have made that into like a raid boss and added more things into it. But the main thing with this update was the weapon changes and endgame activities. So be prepared to grind. There is 45 of these collectibles that you shoot around Mars. When you get 35 of them, you get the new exotic sword. When you get 45 of them, you get the new exotic sparrow. I know it should have been the other way around, but that's how they did it. Then, after completing the story campaign, you do a couple of other things and you get a sleeper-esque hand cannon. This then unlocks further little quests to do, which then in turn ends up unlocking the sleeper simulant. Now, these quests are very grindy. So the first thing you have to do is you have to precision shot. It's like about 100 hive and 100 cabal. It might be a little bit more. I didn't actually sit there and count what the percentage ratio was to the actual kills. But that takes a while. It's just, you're going to have to just keep looping around and grinding the cabal and the hive. Then after that, you need to use or have equipped the hand cannon itself in your energy slot while you kill, I believe it was 50 high value targets. So that's yellow bars. And I actually found it quick to jump in with a couple of people that were running through the story, and I got a large portion of it done that way, and then I went into some strikes. Then after that, you need to do 5 heroic strikes. Now, the heroic strikes at the moment, because at the moment the highest power level, I should say it correctly, hashtag light level forever, but the highest power level you're going to be is about 345, maybe 346 if you're lucky. And the heroic strikes are a power level of 350. So even the red bars are pretty tanky, and it's very frustrating. It's very long, and as long as you've got a decent fighting, you'll get through it. Me and my boy Echoes UK, we went through the new PlayStation exclusive strike, and it was a grind. It was hard, but we did it. Now, the weird thing is, there seems to be a glitch at the minute where your heroic strikes are not counting, or some of them are not counting. So we did this one heroic strike, and it didn't count. It didn't count off the milestone, and it didn't count off the quest. So with that all in mind, you may end up doing more than 5 heroic strikes, unless Bungie implements something to make sure this stops happening. Then after that, I believe the next step is there's these diamond shaped like music boxes, and you have to collect 4 of these like small consumables, and then when you've got 4 of them, you can combine them, and then it will open up one of them on the map. It will give you a slight clue to where it is, tell you like the rough area, then you go find it. When you get close to it, you'll hear it playing music. You have to open There's 40 of them in total, and I think you have to open 15 of them. You also have to do some escalation protocol. Then after that, you have to do one of the story missions, I believe, again. And then after that, I believe you get it. There might be one extra step. I haven't got quite that far yet. So the next thing is as well, so you've got that long quest to get the sleeper simulant. Then you've also got the 45 little shooting collectibles. They look like little, I don't know, little statue things, like a little glass circle, and you have to shoot them with the correct elemental damage. So there's 45 of them. There's the long steps for the sleeper, and then there's also 40 of those music boxes, and I don't believe anyone has unlocked all of them yet, so no one knows exactly what you get from all of them. So there's a lot of grinding. Then also you've got your Crucible rankings to get your Crucible weapons. Then obviously you've got weapons that will drop from Escalation Protocol when you reach the correct level. And let me just say this, Escalation Protocol is a light level of 370, 380. So even level 1, the base is very, very difficult. Everyone is mega under leveled for it. So it's hard work and there's a lot of things to gain, but all in all, I think the DLC was worth it. Much, much better than the Curse of Osiris. Made a lot of decent improvements like the Graviton Lance. If you haven't seen any gameplay of it, it's amazing now for PvE and PvP. There's a bit of a skill gap with it. It's now a 2 burst instead of a 3 burst. They've made changes to the Sunshot, the Skyburner's Oath, the Dreng and Sturm, and the Borealis, the Fighting Lion. There's been a lot of exotic changes, so there's also going to be a lot of weapon reviews to do, and just a whole lot of grinding and trial and error and checking out new things, getting new exotics, trying out the old exotics to see what they do now, how good they are. Like Graviton Lance is a beast, PvE and PvP at the minute. It is a monster. And then obviously there's all these new weapons to collect, like the legendary ones and things like this. So all in all, it's very good. I've been enjoying it. I streamed it for about 7 hours, I believe, and carried on playing for a little bit longer. And I will be jumping back on, and I will be grinding and grinding. I need to get the sleeper, and I also want to get that sword and try and get the other things as well. So wish me luck. But anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed this video. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It's just a free click for you, but it means the world to me. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Toodles.